About to start clip farming and shit. Put us on the TikTok, on the YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, man. Oh man, all we can do, gotta do what we gotta do, man. We active. My girl got me trying to do these goddamn vision boards, bro. I don't, a little New Year's activity with the family, but I don't know, like vision boards, they just, probably not me. Like I did read this book one time, Think and Grow Rich, where like, you know, it was one of the pieces of advice were to put in a photo of what you vision yourself happening, and you kind of can see it almost like every single day. It is a good piece of advice, to put your vision of what you want, actual picture, photo. It's a good piece of advice. I just always had a really hard time doing that. I don't know if it's just me, like making vision boards and shit like that, and like doing these little spiritualistic hacks to like hit your goals. More of me, my vision board, I feel like my form of vision when I'm trying to hit goals is writing it down or putting it in my notes. I think that's the most I could do for like when it comes to like actually like having a vision. You know what I'm saying? Like any vision and goal I have, I kind of try to like write it down, the strategy, the tactic, the system. I'm more systematic. I'm a systematic type of guy. Like, so for my streams, for example, I know that I want to stream a certain amount of times per week, or at least for a certain amount of hours per day minimum. And then after that, I want to like put it out into different forms of content, maybe YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, something of that form, just to get that extra marketing, that push, just so people get to see my face a little bit more. That's my daily growth. That's my system. And I know I want to have a certain system, like my desk set up, a certain lighting coming towards my face. This is my system. I would write that down. No different with my business. For my business, I want something like, okay, if I have a business on social media, I want to hire a specific group of people to do certain work. I want to post at certain times on social media, use these social media platforms each. Make sure I build a relationship with each client, and so on and so on and so on. It's a system. It's like a system of steps of things you do every single day. I'm more of that. Like, I'm a systematic person. And I feel like having a good system is always going to like do you well. It can never hurt you too much, my friends like to say, and I feel like I'm very systematic with anything, even when I'm playing video games. Like when I play video games, before like let's say I'm about to go play 2K, I'll put up a couple shots in my mic court, just to warm up, to get my shot going, dribble moves, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and then boom, I start playing the game. I need my steps before I start playing the game, so I can have success while playing the game. Because I don't want to be missing while I'm playing. No different than Call of Duty. Warm up shot, warm up shot. Real life, taking shots, going for a jog, stretching, and then when you play a certain type of way. Pass, shoot, passing the ball, playing good defense. Like, I feel like having a good system with anything that you do is just gonna can never hurt you. It's always gonna do better for you, more than what people think. A lot of people sleep on having a good system. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of people sleep on that, but having a good system, man, can really change the way like you do a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of things in that world that can need a system. You'd be a college student right now, and your system may also your schedule is a part of that system that you have. How you go about studying, how you go about finishing certain pieces of work, how you go about taking your exams, how you go about, hanging out with your friends, your college lifestyle, if you systemize it, you just structure it and stay organized, that's your system. But I know as certain people, we don't work too well with systems, maybe not in someone else's system, but we work well with creating our own because we like to be in control of everything. And I feel like I'm somebody like that. Like I like to create systems for everything that I do, like a little strategy, even with like my relationship and everything. I like to systemize it, even though there's always random things that happen. You can't have a system for every moment in your life, but you have a system at least you can get to when you're just like, all right, I need something to do. Let me see what I got to do so that I can progress. Was good. Sineko, I don't exactly know how to say your name, but Sineko was good. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like to have a system, a good system. I mean, when you watch, you can send it to me. So yeah, man. I'm big on systems. I'm big on just like having some form of structure. I never like being in someone else's system though. I've never been a good employee. I've never been good with just following somebody else's rules. I've always tried to like take advice from others and then see how I can fit it towards what I'm doing. I look for advice, I'll take it, and then I try to structure my own way of doing things. I'm big on that. It's just me. That's my personality. A lot of people, I don't feel like everyone has to be this way. No, I feel like some people do work well in other people's systems, but that's just not, it doesn't suit me. Yeah, if you want to send me something, you can send it to me. Drop a link, whatever, something to watch. It's cool. So yeah, I've been big on that, man. Big on systems. With this whole vision board thing, I don't know. I'm like, I've been on my phone just like looking up shit. Like I want to work on my body, but I'm like, I don't want to fucking make an image of another man's body. Like maybe I can AI myself looking big and strong. Like maybe I could do that, and then I could look and like envision myself in that. Maybe I'll do something like that, like an AI version of me being just like very big and muscular, something like that. I don't know. I can't do the whole vision board thing though. I don't know. Maybe y'all good at that shit, but I can't like print out a photo and put it like I like to see when I see my vision, I just feel it's just like more money. Why do I say money? Because like, bro, I feel like money is just, it's not everything, but it's a tool to access everything that you really desire. If you want good food in your life, good experiences, happy family, happy home, you're gonna need to utilize money some sort of way. You want to make sure your relationship is good. I'm not clicking that fucking link. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, but if you wanna if you wanna how do I remove that shit? Nah, but yeah, I'm gonna figure that shit out later. But yeah, if you wanna fucking just if you wanna I didn't lost my train of thought. Yeah, if you want a big, good, better body, if you want, you good food, if you want to maintain your relationship, you need money. You need to go on your dates, to buy the flowers, to buy the gifts, to, come up with creative things to do, to buy you some time, get someone to watch your kids or something of that sort. You need money for it. You want to have a healthy life, you want to buy certain food, to get a gym membership, you need money for it. If you want to have fun with yourself, maybe you like to play video games, you got to buy the video games. If you like to travel, you need to go buy the plane tickets and buy the experiences. You need to do these things. Money is not the root. It's not everything in life, but it is a tool to access the things we truly want. If you want to pay your bills to live, you need money. Survive, you need money. Lights, electricity, Wi-Fi, internet. You need money, 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 money. Okay, I get it, money. If it wasn't money, it would be something else. Like if it wasn't, we weren't fighting for money, we'd probably be fighting for gold. We'd probably be fighting for some other form of value that we can exchange for the things that we want. So a lot of people say, "Oh, money rules the world." No, if it wasn't money, it was going to be something else. It may have been water. It might have been food. It might have been strength, land, power, something. Something else would have been considered more valuable. That would have been fighting for. Money definitely is everything. Like, it's just a tool though at the same time. Though. But we need money. We need money for sure. I wasn't streaming this earlier, bro. Me and my friends, were talking about inflation and shit. When we were talking about inflation, I was before I was streaming earlier for like an hour or two or something like that, and my friend he started talking about he was watching this TikTok video with like them talking about how much it costs to like live now in the United States and shit like that in America. I mean, like, yeah, things have changed, but I'm big on like, okay, we have this situation. Let's stop trying to focus on trying to change it. One thing we never going to stop is inflation. I say this once, and I don't think I'm gonna say this too many more times. Like maybe if I'm in a podcast or something, but I don't think we can stop inflation, man. Because one of the main causes of inflation is population. Is that as the population grows, more people are going to want more things. So if y'all know anything about something, if more people want more water, water is going to get more expensive. More people want more PlayStations, more people want PlayStations are going to be more expensive. And more people want more food, food's going to get more expensive. So as we grow in population, the cost of things are just going to go up, and it's been going up over time. It's always been costing more, costing more, costing more. The next thing. So if we're going to complain about completion in our own life, that's not going to change shit about your life. The only thing we can do is try to adapt to what we got going on. Figure it out. Figure it out, man. All right, things are costing more. Okay, what kind of lifestyle changes can I make to supplement for everything that we got going on? All right, things cost a little more now. You're at home. Bills are more expensive, but you work an online job. So you're home right now. You're home, this costs this much, this costs this much, this costs this much, but you can work from home. You have the blessing to work online. What can you do? Move to another country, at the same, for that may cost a little less, make your money, and then save up your money at the same time. So now that all your money is going towards all your bills, you can save up your money and invest it so you can now adapt to the new environment that is going on in America or some other first world country that's costing more. Because people think it's just an American thing. I don't know what it is about Americans, but they feel like everything that's going on there isn't happening in the whole world. Inflation is a worldwide problem. I want everybody to understand this. Inflation is a worldwide problem. So let's get back to the point. So yeah, now you go to another country, saving up your money, investing your money. Boom, that's step one. Now that you invest your money, or you create other forms of income with your money, leveraging it to make more money, you're stacking up, you're stacking up, you're stacking up. At the same time, white with your investments, you're also increasing your income so that now, if you want to come back to America or your other first one, another country that's costing so much to live in, you can do that. But you realize all you did was adapt. You're not out here trying to get the world to change. You're not asking fucking people to have only one kid so the population slows down like China's doing or some shit like that. Like, you're just doing what you need to do in your own situation to adapt. That's all you're doing. That's what we need to understand as people. We need to stop trying to, play the blame game for everything that's going on in this world, because there was a point in time where motherfuckers were riding horses to carry people to places and delivering mail and everything. But then they invented cars and they became useless. So what they had to do, they had to adapt. They had to become taxi drivers. They had to become, mailmen that delivered in trucks. They had to become truck drivers. They had to learn how to drive. They adapted. They learned new skills to give them the capabilities to be able to exist in the world today. My friend, he's like, oh, everything's costing more, but there's not as much jobs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there are always, when jobs, the reason for most jobs going away is usually because there's a difference in technology. People aren't needed as much, aren't valued. How come the jobs aren't paying us as much? It's because you're not as valuable as you once was. That's why they're not paying you more. Do you realize people, the average jobs that are not going up and paying you more is because they're becoming less valuable. They're not as valuable to the market. If you want to make more money, you need to be more valuable to where you are. So if you see that you have a job and you're still making the same fucking amount that you probably would have been making 10 years ago, and the cost of things are going up, it's because you're in the wrong field. You're not in a space that is considered valuable. That's all it is. You're trying to change the world. You're trying to let less immigrants come in, and you're trying to say blame this person or that person, but in fact, the fact of the matter is that you're just not that valuable. That's all it is. So that's why the amount of money you're making isn't going up. It's because your skill set isn't more valuable. Because I'll tell you right now, people who work in the technological fields and the people who work in the fields are considered and growing and more valuable, they're making more money. That's the reason why motherfucking Elon Musk is now worth $400 fucking billion through all this shit. Over 10 years in time, he went from 10 to 20 years in time, he went from millionaire to billionaire to multi-billionaire. Why? Because he became more valuable over time. So if you expect that, like that's the thing people really don't understand. Like motherfuckers say college costs more. Yes, because more people are going to college. More people want to go to college, so the cost of college is going to go up. Food costs more because more people want more food. I'm still getting paid the same that somebody was making 10 years ago. Yes, because you're not more fucking useful. What has changed? Are you more valuable? Now you think that you're more valuable now just because you're doing the same job you were doing 10 years ago, so they need to pay you more? No, you're not useful. You're not useful. You're still the same. You're still considered the same value. Nobody demands you more. If anything, more people are trying to take your job away from you that are younger and smarter. So yeah, you're going to still be making the same amount of money. If you want to make more money, you want to go up with inflation, you need to change. You need to make yourself more valuable over time. The same way food has become more valuable, the same way college has become more valuable. This is basic. People try to complicate it and try to think, oh, the government this, the government that. I mean, yeah, the government this, the government that. But at the same time, the world has always been the government this, the government that. The people who lived from the 1800s to the 1900s had to go through some changes. People who went through the 1900s to 2000 going through the changes. No different. We're doing the same shit. Same shit, man. What was it, 1929 to like 1933? Or many people didn't have a fucking job. Great Depression. Why? Because of the changes that were going on throughout the world, the wars, all these things going on. People had to adapt. People had to change, and eventually, it became back. We returned back to a solid economy. All this complaining and shit. The best thing you could do instead of complaining and sitting on social media in your comments, complaining to the government, trying to vote for somebody to change your life, try to figure out how you can change your life right now. All right, Bitcoin going up. Let me see if I can invest in crypto.
Oh shit, a lot of people working online. Let me see if I can get more tech savvy. Let me not be such a fucking box head in the brain. Oh wow, a lot of people are making money from social media. All right, let me see how I can make some money from social media. Figure out, adapt. No, figure out what you can find a way to make yourself more valuable. Find a way to make yourself more valuable. Stop complaining. Like, like I never understood that. Like, yeah, like the average person is becoming less useful because technology is taking the technology is becoming more valuable. So the average person, the need for the average person is not as valuable. We don't need to pay these people more if we're finding something to replace them. Why the fuck are we increasing their income if they're going to be replaced soon? You get what I'm saying? Like, so in order for you, think from individual point, because people think that this world was created to cater to the average people. No, this world is created to cater to the best of the best. Like, if you want to live comfortable, you want to be happy, you have to be the best. You have to learn to take advantage of what's going on. You have to figure out how you can get through the systems, how you can manipulate, how you can trigger, how you can do the best. Take advantage of whatever system. Like I said, if you want to change your environment, go somewhere that costs less, do that. If you want to start making more money, go to environments that make more money, make better connections, make more money. That's all it is. People trying to change the world. That shit's stupid to me. I've never understood people. I never understood people try to change who really try to change the world, because most of the time when you're changing something, when something is getting better, somewhere else is getting worse. That's what people don't realize. When something is getting better in one location, somewhere else is getting worse. That's how this world works. And people don't want to like to see that, but I see it. I already understand it. Like, bro, think about it. Money and resources can only be transferred to other places. But in order, what happens during a transfer? If something is transferred, that means it's going from one place and going to another. So money is leaving this country and going to another country. What happens? This country's losing money, that country's making money. No different than a person. If I sell this person something for $100, it does not matter. They lost $100 and I made $100. Yeah, they got something in exchange for it. Maybe they got fucking some sort of thing in exchange for the money. Okay, yeah, it might be that worth it in their eyes. But at the end of the day, if I'm going up in something, someone else is going down. Okay? That's how this works. We don't want to get confused. We don't want to feel like the whole idea of like ending like you gotta understand that's if you want to end homelessness, in order to end homelessness, the order to end homelessness is like everyone like in order to end homelessness, that means you have to find homes for them to live, right? Or give them places to live. So if you're giving these places to live, that means, all right, let's say you're ending homelessness in this country. The average value of a home is going to go up. This one, because everyone's living somewhere. Which means in order for that, if the average value of the home is going up, that means everyone has to be making more money, which is impossible. It's impossible. You cannot provide places to live for everyone in this world. There has to be people struggling for there to be rich. You give these people homes, that means someone in the richer at the top is losing. You can't just give away what isn't theirs. We can't solve these problems. The problems for other people cannot be solved. Yeah, you can help somebody out. Okay, look, you can give out of your own heart. You can do those things, right? You can do it on an individual spectrum. But as far as solving a global issue like that, nah, you can't. Not really. If you're going to do it for them, you're going to hurt somebody else in the long run. You're going to hurt somebody else in the long run. Like I said, if our country's helping, if our country's helping all these other countries, the taxpayers in our country are going to be the ones getting hurt. That's how this works. They're taking the burden. Like I said, if we're going to end homelessness or we're going to do something to fix the rise of people, living without homes, and we're building this, and this, and that around the world, somewhere, something else is losing. Something is being lost in the process. That's what's happening. And we need to understand now, okay, yeah, this issue is a problem. Yeah, this is a thing. But if we do this, we need also understand that someone else is going to lose on the back end. Bro, it's just no different than like, let's just think about this with sports. Think about this with anything. Let's say you have a really bad sport. Let's say when a team been really bad for a long time, and then they start winning. What happens is when they start winning, we start noticing that another team is also losing now. That's how the world works. That's how things are. It's as simple as sports. When another team is winning that's been losing for decades, that means all right, out of the blue, now this team's winning for decades. Someone else is losing now. Someone else is losing. People don't like to see it like that though. They wanna help with a blind eye and not realize that in order for you to help, in order for someone else to win, someone else has to lose. And that's how the world works. We all cannot win. We all cannot win. How the fuck is Elon Musk worth $400 billion fucking dollars? He's still winning. Someone else is losing. Elon Musk is worth $400 billion, and homelessness has risen in the United States. Like, that's how this works. We're not going to change anything. We can't fix no one's problems. You just got to understand, man. If we want other people to win, someone else has to lose. And nobody else is going to sit back and say, I'm going to take this loss so these people can win. Nobody's fucking doing that shit. Bro, rich people don't even fucking do that shit for the homeless people. Oh, all these rich people giving away money and shit like that. Oh, it's fucking tax right off. Oh, they posted on the internet so that it gets views and they can make money off the video. One or the other. They're doing this for one person. They're doing this for one person, then the next person's doing it for another, and at the end of the day, someone else has to lose. Now the fucking YouTube is coming out of pocket to pay the revenue for this. The government's deducting it from their taxes. Someone has to lose. That's how this fucking works. Someone has to lose. So if we're ever distributing money, sharing, and helping someone else with something, someone has to fucking lose. A lot of people don't want to get that. A lot of people think that, man, I'm just helping, I'm just doing this, I'm just doing that. But in reality, bro, they just all benefiting on the back end and shit like that. No one can generally just help people. Because if somebody wants to just, if like someone's just genuinely just helping, like damn, it's like there's always some back end benefit to whatever they're doing. Always is. I mean, yeah, we do have. I'm not throwing that away. We do have people who are really good people and they just want to help. They don't like to see people suffer. That's good. But as far as this whole helping a mass, it's near impossible. On an individual spectrum, though, I do believe you can help people. Individuals by individuals, you can help people. But so solving a massive issue, someone has to lose. You can help, but someone has to lose. Somebody has to sacrifice, for sure. For sure, somebody has to sacrifice. Man, population is going to keep growing. Things are always going to cost more. Bruh, land is being taken. More pollution, more problems, more diseases. It's always going to be more. We can't. Something has to suffer, and we don't want to look at it, man. The animal show. Diseases, we solving diseases and things like that, bro. What do you think we have to do to solve diseases? We solving this problem, man. Who do you think has to suffer for us to solve these diseases? The animals, the humans who are voluntarily testing themselves. All these the people donating to the research in these projects. Like someone's taking the loss, man. And I think it all comes with sacrifice. So I mean. Okay, yeah, let's say we do have a bunch of saints who just want to sacrifice. I mean, that's cool. That's one way. That's the one solution. But the real question is, do they want to sacrifice? Do they want to give that up? It's always coming from somewhere, though. Or it's always coming from somewhere. People think that this is just like, they're born on Earth. This is free land, access to everyone. Oh, this shit's owned. This shit's owned. Even when you own it, it's owned. So yeah, it's always coming from somewhere. And most people like to find ways to take it from the government. If we're going to help the world, we're going to take it from one government. If that's the easiest way to see things, like the government doesn't really deserve to have this in their head. So yeah, that's fine. We're going to help this country. We're going to take it from the government. Remember, anything you take from the government, you just hurt the people who exist in that government. They're going to have to deal with it the long term. If we're supplementing all these people with food stamps and government benefits. The only people who suffer, someone had to come from somewhere else, bro. This shit doesn't just come out of thin air. Like we're not just giving it away. It's like people pay their taxes every year for us to have these programs to help the people who have less. It's all one big cycle, though. The money just flows, just transferred around to supplement to keep people going, keep people surviving. People keep people comfortable. But it's nonstop. It's just a nonstop cycle, and niggas can't do shit about it. Niggas can't do shit about it, but complain about the cycle. Not gonna be, I'm not here complaining. I'm just letting niggas know the reality, man. We gotta adapt. We gotta figure it out. Like look, all right. I'm not gonna go into a field if I'm gonna get a job right now. I'm not gonna go into a field that's not gonna pay me more over every year. Teachers not making more money. Oh, why aren't they making more money? They're not as valuable as they used to be. No, their income isn't. No, no. Why do they make this much? Because it's how valuable they are. You're only always going to be making money based off how valuable you are. Getting back to that topic, man. That's I wanted to get into that, man. I don't know. I didn't get really. I had a conversation, but I didn't really get to talk about it on the stream. I was talking about it with my friends. That shit, like, do you know? They were asking me like, oh, so what is everybody supposed to do? Suffer now? Now that the world changed, like, nah, they gotta adapt. They're gonna adapt eventually. In 10, 20 years, we're gonna see people fucking, instead of being a fucking Uber driver, because fucking we got automated cars now and shit like that. We're gonna have more fucking people in different fields. I don't know the exact job that's gonna happen in the future, because if I had that solution on my hand, I could just tell you adapt at the moment. But I don't have the exact job that's gonna be the average gold mine job. Like, yeah, we might have fucking robots driving our buses going through route to route to route to route to route. Yeah, we might not have any more bus drivers. Shit, we might have just bus security. A bus driver, robot, and like a bus security. Who knows? Shit's gonna change. Like I said, people used to drive people on horses. Then they invented the fucking car. They invented the car, they invented the bus. No. Who the fuck needs? We don't need people who know how to ride horses no more. We need niggas who know how to drive cars. So now niggas are taxis and bus drivers. That's how this works, and people need to get that in their head. I wish I put this on TikTok and YouTube. I wish niggas would get this in their head. Stop complaining, man. Figure out what's up next. Shit, who knows? AI is coming. I feel like, me personally, I always say this, like, I feel like real estate is going to be very valuable, because I feel like as population goes up, like, people are always going to need somewhere to live. That's just something that's not going to change. And I think personality is going to be very valuable too. Just being your own specific personality is going to be extremely valuable, because with the way technology is and how people seem to find a way to get attached in this world, is like maybe like personality, and even like animals, or like just having a connection, like being able to connect with people. I think that's going to be very valuable, because sooner or later, like the relationships that people are going to have are just going to be so watered down that it's going to be hard to even create real connections. So I think being able to just connect with people in general is going to be very valuable, because it's going to be genuine connections are going to be on a thin line. So I think connections will be very valuable. Right. Cousin calling me and shit. Hold up. Yeah. What, you home?
No, you start at 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
or something.
All right, I'm streaming right now, but I'm gonna record a quick TikTok around like in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes with my girl. So she wants to record something for like a TikTok or video or something, and then I'll go get on.
You said you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. I'm just doing like a little, my talking and shit.
I'm not.
But yeah, I could be on. Remember. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Personality, connection, that's gonna be big. I really feel like it's gonna be a big one. People sleeping on that one. So yeah, we gotta figure it out, man. And in due time, 10, 20 years from now, we're gonna really see it all at the end of the day. But what's no point in complaining? If you're complaining about this shit, just understand it's inevitable. This shit was gonna happen regardless. Now it's like, oh. Oh, now you just see everybody complaining about it because the internet just like you're just able to force this shit down everybody's face. Every problem, anything that happens in this world is amplified 1,000 fold because you're able to see it once times 1,000. Like instead of you choosing to go read the newspaper to hear about the bad shit that goes on, now you're just scrolling through and they just force it in your face. That's the only thing that's changed now. Same problems, just motherfucking are just everything's just amplified. Another fucking thing, yo, that pisses me off. I don't like the fact that people like. I hate the fact that people try to compare themselves to like their fucking grandparents and shit like that. Like their grandparents lived during this time, like they were fine, like they didn't have to, do they didn't things didn't cost this much. Like oh, they could just work their minimum wage job and take care of their household. Like first of all, nobody ever was able to work minimum wage and take care of a full family. They had to work, make more than just the normal. Also back then, the competition for certain jobs and the certain jobs were more valuable back then. This is what has changed. This is what has changed. People were needed before the era of technology. Before the era of technology, people were actually fucking needed. People were needed. We needed people on the front line to do things for us. We needed people in the grocery stores. We needed people on the phones, on stations. We need people in the offices. But with technology, the world has changed. The competition has changed. Now that job that you feel like you want is should go up in income, bro, they can hire somebody in fucking India, hire somebody in fucking Colombia to take your job, and so we don't have to increase your income. Your income's not going to go up. Look at your job right now and ask me if you and think about it. Is your job really that more has increased in value over the last 10 years? No. That's why. People be so confused about that. People confused about their fucking parents. People confused about older generations able to take care, raise a home. Bro, first of all these fucking statistics, man. All these fucking statistics. Look at it. Just look at it. All these fucking statistics are for fucking white people. All these statistics based off of the hundreds and fifties and whatever years ago. It doesn't include the immigrants and the black people working below the normal wages. It does not include that. So when people talk all this shit about their ancestors from the past, my grandma, like no, yeah, you're fucking yes, because you got more. There's more people taking the jobs. Yes, we know it's people are legally working under the real wages. Yes, and no, on top of the fact that there's more competition for the jobs, your job isn't as valuable as it used to be. It's all one big circle. Have this understanding. Stop being confused. Just figure out how to adapt. That's what I've been saying. Like niggas talking about, oh yeah, my dad does this and that. Like, yeah, while your dad owned a 1 bedroom house, there was fucking black people and fucking Indians all coddled up in one fucking crib owning one house. But then they had kids, and now their kids are going to college. Now their kids are legally trying to compete for the same jobs you have. Yes, the world has changed. More women are working now. More immigrants now have legal children who are now competing for the same jobs that that their parents weren't able to compete for. Shit has changed, and niggas want to complain all the time when all they have to do is fucking adapt. What the fuck? Like yes. Like imagine this. Okay, let's say an influx of 1 million immigrants come into a country, and they all what do you think they produce after that? They're not being really statistically tracked. Their income, their wages, them just being there isn't really being statistically tracked. What do you think happens once they have kids who are now being statistically tracked? Duh. This shit was inevitable. This stems years back though. People try to get confused and try to blame the government for the cost of everything and blah blah. No, the inflation is a worldwide problem. You come here in Colombia, bro, the cost of everything is higher. They can tell you themselves. You go to Australia, the cost of everything is high. You go here, the cost of everything is higher. But that's what's going to happen. My only question to you is, what are you going to do to adapt? Because the same shit that happened here right now in this 2000s, the 2000 we live in, it happened in the 1900s. Happened. Yeah, motherfuckers might have to lose their jobs. Motherfuckers might be unemployed. Maybe we might even rise to 20%, 25%. Who knows? We could get there. Shit gets crazy. Economies could crash, Something can crash. And shit might hit the fan. But that's just that. Sometimes that has to happen in order for us to progress. But one thing that will always be 100% true is not everyone will never be happy. We could do all these fucking complaints. We could do all this shit. Everyone will never be happy. It's always going to be someone else suffering at the end of the day. Because in order for one person's life to get better, someone else's life has to get worse. We can all never just grow like this. No, 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 no. That doesn't make sense. We're limited to resources. There's no unlimited. There's no. We're not. We don't have unlimited resources, unlimited access to everything. Everything's limited here. So there's no such thing as everybody just rising and getting better together. No, somebody has to be getting fucked over in the process. Nobody want to admit that one though. Everybody just wants to do things with their eyes closed and not believe in that shit. Oh, this world is all good. No, it's a cruel world. Cruel world for sure. What only thing? Now, where you want to be? What side do you want to be on? You want to be on the side fucked up, suffering, and complain, or you do want to be? You want to have the edge. You want to have the advantage. Gotta be realistic with ourselves. We gotta stop fucking complaining. Gotta stop complaining, man. All this fucking shit in the comments, like, oh, fuck Biden, fuck Trump, blah 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 blah. They fucking up the gas is so called. The gas is up here in Colombia too. The gas is up there over there. Yeah, different parts of the world are different with different levels because they have different populations, different amount of resources, different amount of people, like different amount of type of people, different type of needs and wants. But everything's just going up over time, cost of everything. Or you go to Venezuela, the fucking their currency is useless. Venezuelan currency is useless. They throwing that shit in the water, stomping on it, it's useless money. Why? Because the cost of everything is going up there. Their money's useless. Things are just, the world is changing. What has to happen? One place is growing and they're suffering. Where you go through this chart, I was on YouTube one time looking at like the best economies over the past 100 years, and what happens is what happens when one country rises to the top economically, another one's going to the bottom. We can't fix this problem. This is it. This is how the world is. Bro, Venezuela had like the 1900s. I think they had like one of the best economies in South America. In the 1900s, early 1900s, they were considered the better economies in South America. Now they're at the bottom. They're just at the bottom. They're at the bottom now. Why is that? Because others have risen, and when others rise, someone else has to go down. Fuck, shit's annoying. And that's how this world works, man. We're gonna get that shit to our head. We either gonna get it to our head, we just gonna keep complaining. Yeah, but that's all that, man. What's been going on this week, man? Bro, a lot of shit been going on this week that, I've been out about, it's Christmas, hope everybody enjoyed their holiday season. Those on vacation, New Year's coming up, man. Got a New Year coming up. Well, Squid Games dropped themselves their banger show season 2, bro, and I'm like, bro, why the fuck did we wait 4 years for? Why the fuck did we have to wait 4 years for 7 episodes? 3 years for 7 episodes of Squid Game. Why they have to do it like that? Korean production team trying to milk us or something. I was looking forward to that shit. And now I think about it though. Now I think about this shit. It makes no sense. Motherfuckers are really risking their lives for millions of dollars. Are you serious? Y'all about to die for $1 million? Y'all risking your lives that may or may not live for an extra $20,000, $50,000 per round. You're risking life or death. Is that what niggas are doing now on the show? I understand it's a show, but I begin to ask myself, like, would I do this shit? Fuck no. Niggas don't value their lives that much because they got some debt. Bro, yeah, they're risking their lives because they're debt. If I don't pay that debt, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? Like, is that like, do niggas get smoked in Korea for not paying their debt or something? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I feel like the show is like a little exaggerated. I don't know. Maybe they be doing that shit in Korea. So Koreans, if you ever watch this shit, like, somebody let me know. I'm thinking, like, if I'm in debt, like, even if it's hundreds of thousands of dollars, like, what the fuck niggas gonna do about it? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna kill me about it or something? Like, you gonna come rough in my pockets? Like, I'm still eating, I'm still living, I'm not homeless. Like, honestly, okay, like, what? Like, why are niggas risking their lives for some fucking debt? I gotta watch that Mr. Beast games now. But yeah, why are niggas risking their lives for debt? That shit makes no sense to me. But it's a show, so it's supposed to be a little unrealistic. But I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck? Another thing, I'm about to start spoiling this and shit. bro wanted to like. All right, so he wanted to get everybody to go to the other round. Why the fuck is he not bribing them niggas? He has $30 million, maybe 28, 26 now, something like that, $1 million left, or 450, whatever yen it is. But he's like something like that, $26 million. Like, why is he not bribing niggas to pay off their debt for them to join to vote to leave? He could have been did that shit for like 2 or 3 voters. Like no vote should have ended up with just one person. There, one person making the difference. Like them votes should have been. He should have been bribing the shit out of niggas. Like what the fuck? Why wasn't he bribing them niggas to vote to the other side? Now y'all got niggas murdering each other in their sleep. Cause he didn't want to bribe somebody to go vote on our side. Low time, he's stingy as fuck. There's one thing that, and he don't even want to spend the money. He want to end the game so bad. Like this nigga sacrificed his daughter. My girl asked me who's my favorite character and shit. Like I'm like all these motherfuckers is weird. First of all, this nigga didn't want to go visit his daughter because he wanted to go end the game. So he spent 3 days addicted to that shit. I understand you got your trauma shit. Second of all these niggas trying to risking their lives for an extra $50,000. And third, and another thing is, bro, how much niggas getting paid to fucking kill kill people? Like how much do these henchmen get paid? That's what another thing I'm trying to figure out. Like what the fuck? And man, like are they getting paid good money to just snipe niggas because they moved their body moved on a fucking red light green light game? Like how much niggas getting paid to do shit like that? I really be wondering like the inner deep parts of this goddamn show, because a lot of shit, this shit, if it was up to me, man, I had that money, bro, this shit would have been over. This shit would have been over. But I feel like, Squid Games is just a bunch of NPCs, like, participate in the game for money. And even after they realize, like, niggas dying and they might die, they still just motherfucking crazy. I don't know how honorable it is not to pay your debt off, but goddamn shit, like, just switch countries or something. Why the fuck y'all niggas couldn't think of anything else? Y'all just thought, oh, let's just kill niggas. Let's kill niggas in exchange for more money. That's how big the money got. Like, or is that the deep message, man? That's why I be trying to think of the whole deep message behind it all. Like, money ain't all that, bro. Niggas not acting like that. But if niggas will act like that, I would definitely watch a show like that. If, like, there's niggas go to Cuba or something to host a show like this, I definitely watch that shit. I gotta see really if like people are really animalistic like this for over $30 million. That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. Speaking of other things I watched though. So, oh my god. The other day I went to, so they dropped the trailer and shit, right? Of how, Scar, his name back in the day was supposed to be Taka. They dropped the trailer as portraying as if Scar is supposed to be the next king and shit. They found him and all that. They had us thinking like, damn, like Mufasa backdoor Scar back in the day, and now he's king. Like, yeah, Scar has a reason to be mad and to kill his brother, but Disney has a way of doing shit, man. That nigga Taka, man, that nigga bitch ass nigga, bro. And all of this and in reality, bro, Scar did all this shit over a bitch. Scar ruined his entire shit, everything he had going on over a female. Like, that's really crazy. All because of a chick. Like, that really triggered him, pushed the buttons for him to be the way he is. He did all this shit off of Mufasa's current wife. Scar really a bitch ass nigga. Like, it was one thing he was already fearful. He wasn't really, like, strong and big like the other lions and shit like that. But this nigga betrayed his brother, almost got his brother killed, or his adopted brother killed over a female. And then still didn't end up with the female, and then ended up losing his ability to become king. No one respected him for it like that. It just became basically a borderline castaway over a female. All this shit. What was her name? Sarabi? This nigga did all this shit over a female. Is that the message Disney trying to send us? Like this nigga fucked up his entire relationship with his brother, his entire relationship with all the future of him becoming a goddamn king. All this stunts over a female. This nigga literally killed his own brother, and it's all because of the resentment over a female. Like this nigga Scar, really different. Taka, Taka Scar, whatever we gonna call him, man. All because of a female, bro. It had nothing to do with taking the king, bro. This shit, all because of a female. Like, all because of some punani. This nigga betrayed his brother, all because of some punani. That's crazy to me. I gotta go watch the Mufasa movie, man. Like, all because of some punani. Like, he really fucked up his whole life over some punani. That's wild to me. Yeah, man. No, shit was on the road. Shit, I was watching. Yeah, I went to the movies and all that. Yo, they was dropping. I was seeing everything, man. I don't know if y'all watch Dragon Ball Z or whatever, but for all those anime guys, I'm strictly Dragon Ball Z and fucking Naruto. I'm on the big two. I watch the big two. They got Dragon Ball Z Diamond out, bro. They gave us what we all was waiting for, man. Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. That shit was tough too. I was wondering why the fuck. When I was a kid, I was like, why the fuck can't Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3? This shit just didn't make sense to me. Like, why'd he skip over that shit? This nigga went from Super Saiyan 2 to fucking Super Saiyan God, and they skipped over a lot of his development, man. They be dick riding Goku too much on that show. I mean, I get it, but they gotta put some more respect on Vegeta's name, man. Vegeta could go Super Saiyan 3, but they had to wait till him to be a kid, and his Super Saiyan 3 look better. I always been a heavy Vegeta bull. Whenever I play the video games and shit like that, I always been a Vegeta bull. I always been a Vegeta bull. Yeah, I gotta center myself out though on these streams. I always been a Vegeta bull whenever I feel like that's just how it is. Like I like the underdog about him. I like the fact that he was a spoiled brat when he was younger and shit. But I like the fact that he's more of a realistic type of person. I feel like Goku's so naive and like he's a little naive and sometimes a dickhead and like just does things like an imbecile in a way. Like I feel like a lot of us can relate to like a Vegeta type of person more than Goku. Like Goku, he's too innocent and naive. This doesn't add up to me. Like I like a little bit realistic. Like this nigga might relentlessly kill somebody because he don't fuck with them or don't trust them. Like a motherfucking Goku. Just like Goku was made for the child show. But like I feel like we all got that Vegeta in us. For real. We all feel that Vegeta in us. But like Goku is just like that face that everybody loves. But I feel like all of us, we really got that Vegeta in us. So when they gave Vegeta that Super Saiyan 3, I was fucking with that shit. Man, gotta wait for small body. They could have gave us that shit in Super though, but that shit was tough. That shit was tough for me. And I'm leaking everything, man. Don't let me keep. You ain't watching it, man. You ain't see Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3. That's on you. That shit tough to go. Chat in Dragon Ball Daima, episode 12. This shit tough. Daima. I don't know how to fucking say it. Yeah, Daima. What shit going on in this world, man? So much shit going on in this world. But yeah, that's just how I've been feeling. A little short, 1 hour. I gave y'all 1 hour of gaming early, and I'm doing a little rant for today, man. Tap in. I think I'm finna hit the gym, or I might. So I'm gonna stream later. I was gotta do a couple things with my girl, and then I'm gonna go run. I'm trying to time see Sterling out. We'll see how we do. But yeah. Tap in. Let's get it.